All right. Alrighty. Looks like we are live, and I hope you guys just had an amazing training day today. We're going to get started with a bit of breath work. So when everyone's had a chance to jump on, hey Narelle, when everyone's had a chance to jump on in the next minute or so, we will get started with a little bit of breath work and then jump into some really light and gentle mobility. Not really moving too much, more just static joint mobility and nice stretching positions. But today it's really going to be focused around teaching you guys about how to breathe well. Because in the last year, out of the 10 years I've been doing the strength and conditioning work that I do, the most powerful thing for me and my clients has been being able to breathe well and breathe properly and learn how to actually put that breathing into practice, whether it's doing a run or a training session or just in general everyday life, in terms of stress levels, in terms of physical body. So you guys are going to feel really awesome after this. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, Andy. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Ollie. Andy just said, you're looking nice and relaxed. Yes, I am. I've had an amazing day, and yeah, it was a big ride this morning. I hope you guys also had a solid session. And yeah, we'll get started with a bit of breathing. So it looks like most of us are on. There's about 6 of you. So let's get started. And I'll get you guys to, if you haven't already, grab a mat, grab a blanket if you wish, if you're outside. So a blanket would be nice at the end. Maybe a pillow. And if you have access to a wall as well, that could be handy, but it's not absolutely necessary. So let's, without further ado, we will get started. And I'm going to get started with just a quick little bit of breath work and teach you guys the foundation. So you can pop your head on the ground or on a pillow. And I just want you to meet me on the ground, laying on your back. I want you to put one hand, actually pop both hands on your outer ribs, kind of like on the outside of them towards the midline. What you're going to do here is I want you to take an inhale through the nose, a silent inhale, and I want you to fill up 360-degree expansion of the rib cage, so front, side, and back of the ribs. You're going to hold that at the top, and then exhale out through the mouth, like you're fogging up a mirror, and you're allowing the ribs to drop down and cinch in towards or wrap in towards each other. Okay, so you're going to pause at the bottom of the exhale for about 2 to 3 seconds, then take your inhale, silent inhale through the nose. So we're going to do this for around 5 to 10 breaths. You're going to start and just go at your own pace, but what you're focusing on is feeling these ribs wrap in and down as you exhale out through the mouth, like so. They drop down, and then you pause, and then it's a silent inhale to full expansion, 360 degrees, and then exhale at the top of that inhale, out through the mouth. You can close down your eyes, or you can just relax. Okay, so really, really important. The reason why we do a silent inhale is because if you think about how much tension we hold up here on a daily basis in our necks, in our upper scalenes, in our upper pecs, it's huge. So if we're constantly, a lot of us are in a constant state of what we call an inhaled state, which means we're constantly trying to breathe air in. We actually don't know how to fully breathe out and be fully breathing from an exhaled state. So just take another couple of breaths here and really feel those ribs to drop down. And the next step is being able to then, at the bottom of that exhale, to not allow the ribs to pop up and flare as you take your inhale. So we want to keep the ribs down, press down, and we want to take our inhale from here. I can feel them expanding on the outside. I can feel my back body, feel the pressure of the back expand. If you can't, try and get the air into the back body. And then exhale everything out. So the more slow you can go, the better. We're going to really work on this at the end though. I just wanted to introduce that to you. That's our style of breathing for tonight. So throughout the stretches now, I want you to focus on that and focus on being able to breathe in that manner. So inhales, full expansion of the rib cage, and then exhale out through the mouth, or you can purse your lips and drop the ribs. We're going to begin in a 90-90 position. If this is too hard, you can bring the back knee in a little bit and the heel in a bit, okay? So it's a bit easier for you to sit up straight and tall. From this position, all we're doing is just rocking back and forth, and we're going to try and mobilize the back leg hip into, so your back leg is an internal rotation. So we're just trying to sit up as tall as we can and not collapse to one side. And again, I want you breathing. So inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. Once you sort of found your optimal sort of position, try and get balanced, I want you to stay tall, and we're going to take an inhale into the ribs, okay, front, side and back. Exhale, we're going to lean forward with a neutral spine from the hips. Exhale out, and we're going to allow ourselves to come over and round over the top, okay? So we're coming forwards, rounding over, relaxing our upper body, relaxing our head, neck, shoulders, everything. We're going to inhale and open the chest, so a little bit more tension through here now. Exhale and coming from the hips over the top. Pause. Inhale, come up. Expand, keep the ribs down, and exhale over the top. We're going to hold for 2 breaths here. Another inhale. And let it out, exhale. Like you're fogging up the biggest mirror you can find. We're going to slowly come up, and we're going to twist towards the back knee and then twist towards the other side. And we're going to swap sides now. So starting 90-90 position if you can, 90 degrees at the front knee, 90 at the back, or you can come in a bit if it's easier to sit up straight and tall. From here, we're again just rocking forward and back to find a little bit more of an internal rotation on this back hip. You can do what feels good here. Go by a little bit more of a relaxed state, or you can contract the glutes a little bit to get a little bit more momentum and tension through there, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do, again, take that big inhale, front, side and back, pause, and then exhale, coming from the hips, leaning forward from the hips, exhale out. Pause, inhale, come up. And exhale, long slow exhale, out over the top. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen and elongate the spine, and then exhale, coming all the way over. Maybe coming it down a bit further, allowing yourself to just melt into the ground. Last one. And exhale, try and hold the exhale at the bottom once you've released every bit of air. Inhale here. And exhale. Slowly coming back up. We're going to take one leg out in front of you, the other leg, we're going to wrap it up, knee towards the chest, and if you can, if it's accessible to you, you're going to hold the foot, and we're just going to like cradle the leg. So however's comfortable for you, you might like to wrap the arm underneath. Okay, that's quite easy, and just rock the hip back and forth. So all we're trying to do here is try to get a little bit of ease and flow into that hip joint. So just to mobilize out to in and do what feels good. You can pull the leg up into a bit more of a glute stretch, or come forward, get a little bit more of a glute stretch. Do Just doing what feels good for you and breathing. Don't forget to breathe. We want to make sure that we're not holding the breath. Let's take it to the other side now. Again, just cradling that. It's okay to round out here. I want you to think about, again, inhaling into that back body. Try to expand like you've got to, and guys, like, no offense, but everyone's wearing a bra strap right now. You've got to think you're inhaling into that bra strap line, okay? So inhaling into the mid-back, filling up, and if you can't feel it, that's okay. I've got some foundations for you to practice that will help you get there, because it's quite hard to get that inhale into the mid-back. That's where a lot of people are lacking the expansion. Okay, from here, just coming forward, a little bit of a glute stretch, doing what feels good, and then exhale, release. We're going to now come down onto our backs and do a little lying leg crossover twist. So laying on our backs, arms in line with the shoulders, one leg outstretched. We're going to hug the knee towards the chest. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let the ribs drop down. And then on the next inhale, we're going to twist, take the knee over, looking towards the opposite side if that feels good. And trying to keep the shoulder blades on the ground as you twist. So we're going to take a couple of breaths here, and I want you to really focus on getting the air into this side body, into the ribs, and getting it down towards any areas of tension through the hips, thinking I'm taking an inhale all the way down through my leg. You pause at the top, and then you exhale, release, nice and slow. Inhale again. And exhale, let it go. Ribs dropping. We're going to slowly take it to the other side. We're going to take the leg down, straighten it out. The other knee comes to the chest. Lengthening this hip flexor, squeezing that knee to the chest. Take an inhale here. And exhale, ribs drop down. As we inhale, we're going to go to the other side. Twisting to the other side, nice and gentle. Looking to the opposite direction. And 3 breaths here, slow as you can go, getting that air into the side body, into the ribs. Exhale, release. Focus on when you take your next inhale to inhale from that drop down rib position. Exhale, release. We're going to slowly take it back to the center. We're going to hug both knees in and just do some little circles here. I want you to, again, pop the head on the ground and take that inhale into the back body. Reverse the circle. Try and let go of that breath a little slower. And try and get a nice sort of 8-second exhale out. Nice and slow and controlled. We're working on control and retraining some patterns while we do this. Okay, from here, we're going to very slowly stay on your back, and we're going to finish off with some breathing. So what we started with, but we're really going to elongate the exhale, okay? So first, on your backs, palms turn up. We're going to lift the hips here for just a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of active hold here. Take an inhale. First, exhale everything out. Let the ribs drop down. And then inhale, 360-degree expansion. Exhale, relax. Ribs drop down. We're going to slowly lower down. And you can keep the knees up like so, or you can keep the feet out in front. Or if you've got a wall, I encourage you to put your feet up on the wall, okay? So like so, relaxing. up to you. You do what feels comfortable to you. Pop a blanket on over the top. Pop a pillow if you wish. Okay, and I want you to first pop the hands on the outer ribs, and we're going to do 10 breaths here. And I want you to really just tune into releasing that tension and completely letting go of any thoughts as you do this. Okay, so we're going to inhale through the nose, silent inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Pause. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Ribs are dropping down. 2 more just like that with pause at the top and pause at the bottom. Again, allowing those ribs to drop down, everything to soften, face is softening. We're relaxing our jaw, our neck, our upper body. And with every breath, you're just relaxing into that mat. You're melting into that mat. Now, for the last 5 breaths, I want you to breathe without a pause at the top. Just take the inhale and then just let it go once you've got the top of the inhale. Try not to force anything here. So we're not forcing an inhale, we're just inhaling to what feels good. And then exhaling, letting everything go. So it's okay if it's not as long. Inhale. And physically releasing everything from the body, just relaxing the muscles completely, letting go, saying, I can let go of the tension from all the excitement from today. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here to finish. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And in your own time, very slowly pushing yourself, wiggling your fingers, doing what feels good, pushing yourself onto the side, and slowly coming back up to a seated position. And that concludes our little mini recovery session, guys. I hope that was a really nice way to finish the day. I hope that you had a nice experience with your breath and being able to just be comfortable within your body. I know it's very hard for a lot of people to be able to breathe like this. It's certainly been a journey for me and a lot of my clients, and we're constantly working on the techniques. But once you can master these sort of techniques in terms of being able to not be breathing from that inhaled position and be able to drop those ribs down, I absolutely guarantee you will get so much more out of your training in general, because your body is going to be in the position it needs to be in. It's going to be in a much better position when your foot strikes the ground when you're running. We're going to be able to stack ribs and hips. So ribs and hips is just one of the key principles of probably 5 to 10 that are really, really important. but certainly something that I'd love to share more with you as we go on. So if you're curious and you want to learn more, I'd love to know, love to know whether you'd like some more information, because I can put together a PDF for you and pop it up in the group. So I hope you have an awesome rest of the evening. Go out and chillax, relax, get the rest of your nutrition and hydration in, and I will see you guys for a mobility session tomorrow night. I hope to see you all there. Anyway, let's touch base tomorrow. Enjoy the morning, enjoy the training, and I'll see you real soon. Okay, bye.